Welcome to the Bison Information Network. I'm Malik Mitchell.
And I'm Winnie Wenninger. We have a lot of news to cover tonight, so stay tuned.
From 10 a.m. through 2 p.m. This event is intended for Indigenous community members who have an interest in attending NDSU. Attendees will have the opportunity to connect with current students, professors, and staff to learn about support services and financial aid, the application process, and more.
Next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, there will be no school due to Thanksgiving break. Hopefully you guys enjoy your break with family and enjoy some turkey on Thanksgiving.
NSU Opera presents fully staged and costume performances with orchestra in the Festival Concert Hall every spring. They are presenting Dido and Aeneas at the Festival Concert Hall this Saturday at 7:30 and Sunday at 2 p.m.
On December 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, NDSU's choir will be joining over 200 students and 4 other choir groups in the Baroque Festival Orchestra to perform Handel's Messiah. The performance will be held at the First Lutheran Church in Fargo, and masks are required. NDSU students can get their free tickets by calling or visiting the Performing Arts Box office or filling out the student ticket form at ndsu.showware.com.
Now for local news. During Monday afternoon, an armed robbery was reported at Casey's General Store at 204th 42nd Street South in Fargo. The police are still searching for the suspect.
A man and a woman are dead, and a man is in police custody after a shooting at North Fargo business this afternoon. Police Chief Dave Zabolski says a 35-year-old man entered the businesses and shot the victims. He says the woman died at the scene of the shooting while the man died at a hospital. The suspect turned himself in at the police station not long after the shooting was reported.
For the first time in roughly a decade, WWE has announced it's returning to Fargo on January 15th at the Fargo Dome. The event features professional wrestling from both SmackDown and Raw.
Shortly after 10 p.m. on Tuesday, one person died in a single vehicle crash on 19th Avenue North at the I-29 overpass in Fargo. The State Patrol says the car had exited northbound at the I-29 ramp and the driver went through the intersection where he collided with a traffic signal post on the north side of 19th Avenue. The 41-year-old driver died at the hospital. His name has not been released. When we come back, Coy has another edition of Bison on the Street. Stay tuned.
There are so many great things to experience at NDSU. It's hard to pick one, but my favorite is
the people. They make it such a warm place. The Bison aren't just across the country, they're across the globe.
It's the perfect distance from home. The faculty are our biggest cheerleaders. Hands-on research experience. The affordable tuition.
All the opportunities to stay active on campus.
Real-world learning experiences.
Once I got on campus, it felt like home.
The NDSU bookstore has everything you need to show off your Bison pride. The bookstore can have you sporting green and gold wherever you go. It offers many different brands, sizes, styles, and selection so that you find exactly what you're looking for. Shop the NDSU bookstore and show your spirit today.
No kid deserves to go hungry, but try as they might, not every family can afford to put food on the table every day. That's why the Great Plains Food Bank and their partner agencies work every day to bring food to our hungry neighbors. Every dollar donated can provide 4 meals for those in need. Go to greatplainsfoodbank.org and donate today, so no kid in North Dakota ever has to go hungry.
There are so many great things to experience at NDSU. It's hard to pick one, but my favorite is
the people. They make it such a warm place. The Bison aren't just across the country, they're across the globe.
It's the perfect distance from home. The faculty are our biggest cheerleaders. Hands-on research experience. The affordable tuition.
All the opportunities to stay active on campus.
Real-world learning experiences.
Once I got on campus, it felt like home.
Welcome back, everyone. For this week's Bison on the Street, Cora Hartle asked NDSU students brain teaser questions.
Let's see how they did.
Hello, my name's Coy. I'm here with Jimmy for Bison on the Street. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. You're running in a race and you pass the person in second place. What place are you in?
I passed the person in second place.
Yep.
That put me in second.
Correct. What place are you in?
First.
No.
Oh, you're in second.
Yeah.
Second place.
Second. You're in second place.
Correct. You take 5 chocolates from a box of 21 chocolates. How many do you have?
5.
Correct.
5.
I have 5 in my hand.
You have 5 chocolates.
I have?
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. You're driving a bus with 10 people. At the first stop, 4 people get off and 2 people get on. At the next stop, 3 people get off and 5 people get on. At the last stop, 6 people get off and 1 person gets on. How old is the bus driver?
I don't even remember you saying how old the bus driver was.
Old enough to drive?
No. Not the answer we're looking for.
I have no idea.
How old is the bus driver?
What? Wait, can you read the beginning again?
You're driving a bus with 10 people.
19. Did it say it in the problem?
You're driving a bus with 10 people. That's how it starts.
How old is the bus driver?
Yeah. You're driving a bus with 10 people.
Me. I am 23.
There you go.
34.
34. How old are you?
34.
That'd be correct then. In the Bible, how many of each animal did Moses bring on the ark?
2.
No.
He brought 2 of each on the ark, didn't he?
He did not.
They came in pairs. 2 of each.
No.
How many of each animal?
Did Moses bring on the ark?
I don't know.
2.
No.
Wait, no, that's Noah on the ark.
Correct.
2?
No.
How many of each animal?
Did Moses bring on the ark?
It's Noah's Ark.
Correct. Count the number of F's in this sentence.
1, 2. There's 2.
That is wrong.
1, the results of years of scientific study combined with the experience of years.
5? I don't know.
3.
There's actually 6.
F's in this?
Yeah.
The number of F's?
Yes.
6.
What'd you get?
6? What?
How many did you get?
Number of...
Dude, you're skipping over the ofs.
6.
That is correct. How many did you get the first time?
I had 2 right away.
Oh, okay.
I can only see 2.
It's actually 6.
What?
5.
Wrong. There's actually 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Read this out loud.
I love Paris in the springtime.
That's wrong.
I love Paris in the springtime.
I love Paris in the springtime.
I love Paris in the springtime. I love Paris in the springtime.
There you go. Double the.
I love Paris in the springtime.
Ah, you got me.
I love Paris in the springtime.
Read it again.
I love Paris in the springtime.
That's not what it says. Read it slowly.
I love Paris in the spring.
There you go. That's all for this week's edition of Bison on the Street. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Coy. When we come back, we have a sports update from Dash and weather with Coy. Don't go away.
I knew Coy didn't know.
Founded in 1985, the Missouri Valley Football Conference has established a tradition of FCS football excellence. Competing at the highest level of NCAA Division I, student athletes at its 10 institutions demonstrate character, passion, and integrity as they grow as a student, an athlete, and a citizen. The Missouri Valley Football Conference, where leaders are shaped and champions are forged.
No kid deserves to go hungry, but try as they might, not every family can afford to put food on the table every day. That's why the Great Plains Food Bank and their partner agencies work every day to bring food to our hungry neighbors. Every dollar donated can provide 4 meals for those in need. Go to greatplainsfoodbank.org and donate today, so no kid in North Dakota ever has to go hungry.
Hello everyone, long time no see. We have 2 weeks of sports to cover, so let's get started. We'll start with football. The Bison played against South Dakota State 2 Saturdays ago and lost 27-19. The Bison were down 24-7 at halftime and tried to mount a comeback in the second half, but they would fall just short. This is their second loss in a row to the Jackrabbits. Then this past Saturday, the team traveled to Ohio to play Youngstown State. The Bison played hard early and never looked back. They had a 21-3 lead at halftime and would end up winning the game 49-17. The Bison had 454 yards rushing overall, including 146 of those yards coming from TK Marshall and 137 of those yards coming from Tamarick Williams. The 4th-ranked Bison play their regular season finale this Saturday at 2:30 against 16th-ranked South Dakota at the Fargo Dome. NDSU basketball has begun for men and women. The men began their season at the Shack against Concordia Moorhead. They won by a score of 88-44. They then won a close one on the road against Cal Poly, winning by a score of 60-57. Their 3rd game resulted in their first loss of the season. They played UNLV and lost 64-62 when a last-second layup was blocked. The Bison lost once again when they played their next game at Arizona, losing by a score of 97-45. The men's next game is back at the Shack next Monday at 7 p.m. against Tarleton State. The women began their season with 2 games in Wisconsin. The first game was against Milwaukee, and the Bison won 69-58. Their next game was against Green Bay. They ended up losing the game 71-54. They play their home opener tonight at 7 p.m. against Northern Iowa. So if you're in the area, be sure to head on down to the Shack to cheer them on. The volleyball team played 2 games in the last 2 weeks with very different results. They lost to Denver 3-0, but then beat North Dakota 3-0. They have 2 more games remaining in the season against South Dakota State and South Dakota. The SDSU game will be played tomorrow night at the Benson Bunker Fieldhouse at 7 p.m. Wrestling recently began their season as well. They started off with a 43-3 victory over California Baptist, in which all but 1 wrestler won their individual matches. They followed that with a matchup against Missouri, who was ranked 3rd in the entire country. The Bison lost 37-3. Only 1 Bison won his individual match, and that was junior Jared Franick. Afterwards, they had the Bison opener at the Shack, in which Owen Pence, Luke Weber, and Brandon Metz claimed titles for the team. The team's next match is against Augustana on December 4th at 1 p.m. in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Men's and women's cross country competed at the NCAA Midwest Regional in Iowa City last Friday. The men finished 22nd in the team standings. Freshman Mason Kindle led the way for the men with a 102nd overall finish. The women finished 17th in the team standings, and senior Kelby Anderson led the way for the Bison in her final race of her career with a 40th place finish overall. Well, that's all I have for sports. Up next, we have Coy with our 7-day weather forecast. Don't go away.
Technology Learning and Media Center, located in the Quinton Burdick Building, room 150C, provides a variety of services to assist you with all of your technology-related coursework and personal learning goals. The TLMC offers one-on-one tutoring and assistance in topics ranging from basic computer skills to advanced topics such as design, Adobe products, and multimedia software. A resource library that includes books on the latest software releases, online resources including a lynda.com kiosk that provide free access to high-quality video tutorials on hundreds of topics, free workshops on a variety of topics taught each semester by our student staff, software and hardware for audio and video capture, conversion, and editing, plus personal assistance on your multimedia projects. Multiple scanners are available at the TLMC, including one large format scanner and a slide and film scanner. The Wacom tablet provides ultimate control in your favorite graphics and illustration software and can help you to create stunning digital artwork. Large format poster printing is also done at the TLMC. Our walk-in media resources include the Whisper Room sound booth for recording professional quality voiceovers and audio. The TLMC Media Studio is available by reservation and provides equipment and space for video recording, audio recording, studio photography, screen capture, and a green screen for special effects. If you have any questions on these services, be sure to visit the TLMC website, and while you're there you can check out a variety of learning and media resources, or just stop by the next time you're in the Quinton Burdick building and check out what we have to offer.
Welcome back to Bison Information Network. I'm Corey Hartle. I have a look ahead at what we can expect for the next week. The wind we've been seeing throughout the day today will carry into this evening with some high wind gusts throughout the night. We're also reaching the end of a wind advisory which will end in about an hour at 6 p.m. Tomorrow will be partly cloudy throughout the day with winds reaching up to 30 miles per hour. There will also be a full moon in the sky tomorrow, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. Friday will warm up just a bit with a high of 37 degrees. To kick off the weekend, Saturday has a high of 33 degrees and a low of 24. On Sunday, we'll get some more cloud cover throughout the day with few snow flurries possible. We also may reach single-digit temps, so be prepared for that. On Monday, we'll have another chilly day with highs in the low 20s. On Tuesday, we have some more partly cloudy skies with highs in the mid-30s. And finally, next Wednesday, we'll kick off Thanksgiving break with a high of 24 degrees and a low of 9. As you can see, this next week will be a bit colder with a couple of days even having lows in the single digits, so make sure that you're ready for that. Also, if you have any interesting weather photos, then be sure to send them our way to be featured on TV. You can submit your photos on our website at www.ndsubin.com/news. Thank you all for tuning in to our show this evening. Don't forget that classes are not being held next Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday for Thanksgiving break. In addition, we'll be taking a break here at BIN for both our news show and Bison Overtime next week due to the holiday. But be sure to come back on December 2nd for our next show. Thanks for watching, and have a great night.